I was so late because I was getting my costume ready. It took so long. I'm a basketball hoop. It didn't. This piece of garbage from China, though, doesn't even look like a. Well, look, do you think I can get it in? Oh, my first shot. My first shot, babe. My first shot. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yo, you hit me right in the face, dude.
No, I was trying to go for
you hit me right in the face, man.
You were
Yo, you just threw that. You came this close to my eye, man.
It's a plastic
You just
ball.
threw
Well,
this
what do you
at my
expect?
face.
Well, bend over.
You can't play basketball. Oh my God. You hit me right in the face. Like below my eyeball. Jeez Louise. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for everybody here on the live. Jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I am a blow-up basketball hoop that just can't seem to stay straight. I got a nice little net here, and we got a little ball, and the kids will have fun throwing it at me. Can I keep this on the entire stream? Who knows? I don't know. Look, there's my Sammy Bo Whammy thing that I've been teaching my students. There's the div. You pump up to where? The 200 SMA. This thing happens every day, over and over again. Look, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, bit of the cup with the handle there, and it gets to the 200 SMA. This thing happens over and over and over again. I keep telling you the importance of 34,250. We need to hold that level to remain bullish. Super important that we stay above 34,250. That's the level. I'm still long. I have not changed or done anything to the longs that I'm in. They are still long, baby. Still long. And why is that so low? All right, there we go. Let's bring up the music for you here and get it pumping in the background. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So look, I teach my students this. They know how to recognize this behavior up to the 200 SMA. You get above this little node, boom. Go through the gap in the VRVP. We're going to talk about what's happening to Bitcoin. We're going to break it down for you every single day here. If you want to trade Binance, but you can't, you can trade BolsaDex with the link below. Use a VPN, and you'll be able to have access to Binance. And it's a Binance cloud. It's like everything Binance has. You can even turn your dust to BNB, just like Binance. It's literally Binance, but it's a Latin America exchange. So BolsaDex, check it out. Super awesome. If you've missed Binance, you still have Binance. Use BolsaDex. Link in the description below if you want to jump on in today. I've had funds on there for years, and they've been safe. You never know. Always get yourself a hardware wallet. Please don't put all your funds on, on an exchange. Please get yourself a hardware wallet. All right. Looks like a toilet bowl on your head, boss. Shout out to everybody here. Don't hit the backboard. I know, right? I just wish it would stay straight. Maybe if we can get it. Hold on. They made it really hard. And I got the headphones on. My hair is going to be a mess. They made it really hard to blow into this thing. So, like, I've been trying to get it all the way. Like, there's nothing left. Like, it's just like... I can pull out a little bit to get it square. I would love if this rim just squared out a little bit. It's a little better than I had it. You know what I mean? That made me so hot blowing like that. Yeah, and I have to put this on first. And then I have to put this on. But I'm a basketball hoop. Don't make fun of me. I get to be whatever I want for Halloween. How dare you talk to me like that? Tell me that I look like a toilet bowl. You don't say stuff like that. Look, inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. I see a nice move to the upside, baby. I can see it before it happens. It's likely that we're going to pump all the way back up to 34,575. I'm already long. Let's see what happens. But there's your low. There's your higher low. There's a high. There's a low. There's a higher high. There's a higher low. That's an uptrend, my friend. That's the beginning of an uptrend. Can we break this high, though? Bitcoin has resistance now locally at 34,362. We need to break above that to remain bullish. Can we put in a right shoulder here? You do not want to make a lower low. You break this low, sayonara sucker, we're going to the downside. So the 1 minute is going to tell us kind of what's going to happen here. As they keep toying, you notice they keep toying with the level that I keep talking about? It's like they're watching my stream and they're like, oh, Sam keeps talking about 34,250. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. So insane. But I still see a bit of an inverted head and shoulder here. I would not be surprised if this falling wedge breaks to the upside here. And we get ourselves a nice move. A smooth move to the upside. So I'm looking for a move here out of this giant inverted head and shoulder. on the 1 minute to the upside. We're going to look at another chart and break it down for you. But God bless each and every one of you. Have you ever found crypto? Have you ever found crypto that you didn't know you had? I want to ask you guys, have you ever found crypto that you didn't know you had? I found a half a Bitcoin today I didn't know I had. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's more Bitcoin. Have you ever found crypto you did not know you had? And please apologize for the lateness today. I had a camera issue. I must have hit deactivate, and next thing you know, my input just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Have you found crypto you did not know you had? Yes or no? Have you found crypto? Today I found $27,000 in cryptocurrency I didn't remember that I had. Just didn't even remember it. You know what I mean? Just insane. Because, you know, they make us move from all the exchanges. They make us dance around like bunnies. Look at that bounce that I just called right off the boom. Look at that bounce, baby. That's a moon Toshi. That's a right shoulder before it even happened. Who got you, baby? Everyone's freaking out. I'm showing you exactly what to do, nice and calm and easy. Because I love price action, baby. I know price action. All I do is price action. Like, literally, while everyone else does other things, all I do is price action every single day, day in and day out, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Again. Over again. I thought I was going to also be Tom Crown. I have my Tom Crown glasses. Can I find those? I'm a Tom Crown basketball net. This thing is insane. Oh, it lost steam. Oh my God. It actually lost. I left it open. Oh my gosh. No. Making calls with a basketball at his head. A basketball net in his head. But call me Tom Crown. Hey, I can't. Hey, he likes to talk really low. There's a big move for crypto there. Bitcoin going up to the upside. Yeah. How's my crownies? How's all my cool crown folks? How's all my cronies? My crown cronies. I'm just joking. Happy Halloween to everybody here. Can you be a kid again? I want to be a kid again. Shout out to the 560 people on the live. Everyone, if you join my trading group, you would not believe what happened last night. It was out of control. The gains were raining on us like you wouldn't believe. Let's talk about it real quick, and then I'm going to get back into Bitcoin. But hold on. I got to show you these gains. They're absolutely insane. Check it out. I got to show you the gains. Hold on one second. Do we have monetization on, Sean? Saying that we do not, which is weird. No, we do. Yeah, you don't miss, Sean. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the chat. Thank you for being here. So I see this right shoulder making a beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder on the smaller time frame, 30-second inverted head and shoulder right there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder right there to the upside, baby. To the upside, above the 200 SMA, tight moving averages. This is a bit of a symmetrical, a triangle forming, getting tight. And that also wants to break to the upside. I got you, baby. I got you. Look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder, boom. We gone, baby. We gone. We going to the upside. The shorts are about to get rocked. How do I know that? I just do. I just do. All right? Don't question my authority. Just get the education. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say I do should be taken as financial advice. I'm not an investment advisor or a financial advisor. What did you lose there? Someone says they lost their pants. I lost my crypto nitty 2 years ago. You mean your crypto virginity? Your crypto nitty? I don't know what you're saying. I hope you're all right, though. I hope you have enough nitty left in the tank. All right. Let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin says we go low. There's so much more liquidity to the downside. They want 33.5, and they've been wanting it for days. But you know what? The masses just won't give it to them. These whales just say, give it to us, give it to us. We want low prices. They want 32.5. They've been waiting for like 5 days now to get the prices low. Somehow we can't seem to break through 32,250 long enough to hold it. That's going to be the issue here. All right? That's going to be the issue. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. It was fun while it lasted. I want to get down to brass tacks and make some money. All right? Even these glasses are getting on my nerves too, making me feel sick. How does Tom wear glasses every day when he streams? Some of my monitors also get blocked by the glasses in a way. I don't get it. I don't get how he does it over here. My name's Tom Crown. Welcome. I go over Bitcoin every day in a very monotone, slow voice. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here, and yeah, Bitcoin's going up pretty nicely now. I know Tom Crown personally, so I can mess with him, all right? I know him personally. We've hung out. I've actually met him in person. We've hung out, all right? So I know him better than you do, so leave me alone. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. We love you. CZ is calling you. Why is he calling you? But Sam, you can still wear the slam dunk and still make money. Too funny. I couldn't do it anymore. Also, the viewership went down when I had it on. People, I guess they didn't want to look at that anymore. I don't know what it was. Dumpski on the 32nd. Ascending triangles can go either way. Nasty Dumpskis. I'll tell you what, man. They got Fed meeting tomorrow. So that's going to put a lot of pressure on the markets. Let's take a look at the CME watch, too. I'm still long. I've been long for days. I don't know what else to say about Bitcoin. You know what I mean? We're going to break it down, though. Don't worry. And we're going to show you all the gains that we made last night in the trading group while everyone was worried about Bitcoin. We're just taking hand over fist gains. Insane. And I'm going to show you how I was able to make gains last night on multiple coins. Gains on gains. So last night before I went to bed, I was hustling. I looked at Cyber. Cyber was in a beautiful bull pennant, ascending triangle. This thing blasted to the upside with massive volume. Boom, boom, boom. Jobs was in a falling wedge, touching the 21-day moving average with the stochastics ready to blast. This thing went up for 75%. Job AI. And then JUNO, which is JUNO Finance, also hit massive gains. Hold on here. Lost my spot. JUNO went up inside of a flag last night. Posted at 11:30 in the morning last night. This thing was up by the night. 76% gains in a massive candle to the upside for JUNO. I even put this on the live stream for free. So I gave you guys this setup for free on the live stream. It would blast to the upside on the 8-hour time frame. These three coins all would blast for massive gains last night and more. There was more. ARC for 110%, AVAX for 26%, and then I put out Centrifuge. It hit this. It ripped to the target. CFG went all the way to the target this morning. We could add to that. Everything okay? When you're in the studio, I wonder if something's wrong, right or wrong. You're printing or you're not supposed to be here. It's one of those two things. And look at that. I mean, that was my target. We nailed my target. Why do we always hit my targets? Because algorithmically, you take the lane to the pole here. And that's where you're going to go. Just what happens. All right. Bang, bang, bang for 30% gains. I gave this to the trading group. CFG. Sean, I'll give you this. You can add to the gains. And so if you're in my trading group, you're finding about coins you've never heard about. You probably didn't know what Centrifuge was. I do. I know about thousands of coins. I've traded them all. Back and forth and back. Swing trade, scalp trade, 1 minute, 4 hour, daily, 3 day, you name it. I've done it on all of these coins. All right. I've 100x, I've 50x. The other day I was talking to a known trader. He's kind of a known trader that I share the space with. He said, I never 100x, I never 50x. And I was like, I did. I did many times. I'm a speculative investor that knows how to find the sauce. All right. I get into things, I hold them for 2 to 3 years. I make 50 to 100x on my money. All right. That's what I do. All right. While I'm waiting, I scalp and make money on the sidelines for more gains. That's what I do. I teach myself how to trade all different types of things. So God bless Crypto Billy. We love you. Thank you for being here. CFG banged on him to the upside for more gains. And we're going to continue to show you how to make gains. And I produce people that are me. I basically made cyborgs. My elite lifers, they bang. They use hidden bullish. They use all my indicators. They learn my sauce with divergence in the VRVP, and bang. The sauce is just real. The sauce is so real, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And there's a reason why they keep hitting, and they keep hitting. Look at all the setups you're getting all day long. Phantom for massive gains. Look at this Phantom call for massive gains out the cup and the handle. I call this an ascending cup and handle. I have my own terminology you don't even hear in other trading groups. We do things nobody else does here all the time, every single day. So jump on in, learn the sauce, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to look back on your life and be like, how did I go from 0 to 60 in 2 years? And you're like, well, you joined the lifers, and the lifers push you to the limit. I work every day. I'm extreme, right? I'm an extremist. A lot of people used to tell me when I started this, Sam, you're going to get burnt out. Tom Crown in general, he texted me one day, you're going to get burnt out, he said. You're going to burn yourself out. And I said, burnout is just a state of mind, Tommy. I said, I'll never burn out. I'm going to keep it moving. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. People always try to warn me, Sammy, you're going to burn yourself out. And I would laugh so hard. I'd be like, I don't get burnt out, man. I just don't do it. I push every single time. And God bless Tommy Crown. We love you, Tommy C. He's the man. Very nice individual. Beautiful person. Super nice guy. Nothing but lovely things to say about Tommy. He's a beautiful person. He really is. He's awesome. Really nice to hang out with, too. He's got the kid in him, man. He's never going to, he's got this, like, young, vibrant spirit. He's super fun. I also know his last name, but I promised I would never tell anybody. But I do know his last name. I made him tell me one day. I was like, you got to tell me your real last name. But I'll never reveal Tom's real last name. All right? That's between me and Tommy. All right? Does anyone here know Tom's real last name? That's the question, right? I bet you don't. And you never will. Kobe didn't get burnt out. You got to have that dog in you. Many people don't get burnt out. They want others to also get burnt out so they don't feel weak. Many people do get burnt out. Yeah. Sam's the hardest working man on YouTube. If he's here, his community will be here. Lifers for life. Amen. I do the burnouts. You're funny. Shout out to Juice WRLD. We love you. I do the burnouts. Yeah. He burns it out. You're funny, man. I love you, Juice WRLD. You're the man, dude. And God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. JUNO, one of the biggest gainers. And that thing continued to moon for even more gains at one point. And it's still holding gains of 21%, but it was up 51% out of the smaller flag that I put out after the bigger flag pump. I put on another little flag just in case this thing just continued to rip. 6-hour little flag. Bang, bang, bang for JUNO. And unbelievable. And this is JUNO Finance. It actually has an app. People like to use it. People are getting in and out of it on the coin. It's been pretty awesome. So crazy. Luna, please. Happy Halloween. Shout out to Carlos Alejandre. God bless you. First, let's take a look at BTC. And let's do what we do every single day and kind of start from scratch and zoom on in. All right. We knew the 1 hour didn't look good this morning. Wanted to reset us. All right. From the top of this channel, the 1 hour looked bad. And the 1 hour said we were going to make a dump. That's what it said. And lo and behold, we took a 1 hour dump to the downside. I mean, it was pretty obvious. You woke up this morning. Sorry, that's the 2 hour. You woke up this morning. The 1 hour was curving on the Stokes. We went to the downside. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Like, I was watching the 7 minute for a possible short squeeze. I told my fam we might get a short squeeze. We got the beginnings of one. And then that's when we kind of got the move back to the downside. We're still in the shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. It's still an inverted head and shoulder with the wick there. Could definitely make a move to the upside. We're going to break all this down for you. And we're going to make it look awesome and fun. So shout out to everybody here. If you're new to my channel, every single day we start with the weekly for Bitcoin. And we break down kind of what's happening. First weekly red candle in a long time. Like, the last 2 weeks have been absolutely lovely. We haven't seen a weekly red candle in a while. So that, that bears some watching. Delete this. Look at all our price action in entirety. And let's take a look at bitty Bitcoin, right? What a beautiful move that it's been making. Previous resistance at SR flipped the $25,000 area. And then it got well above 31,000. Do we come back down for support is the question. That's what everybody wants to know. All right. I will tell you the 21-day moving average is, decently close, but pretty far away on the weekly. Usually the weekly likes to come back down to the 21. I wouldn't be surprised if we took 3 weeks to 4 weeks to slowly come back down to this level. It would make sense. But again, there's no guarantees. We're going to look at it each day. And the moving averages are going to tell us a story. And the moving averages are going to give us what we need. And each time we get there, we're going to figure it out. So look, if we get above this key support, our resistance, we're going to blast up to 37,000. We get through that. Our next area there is 42,700. So we don't have that far of a road to go. A golden cross coming on the weekly with the 50 coming for that 200 and the 21 crossing the 200. You can backtest this. Whenever the 21 crosses the 200, it's a massive move to the upside. And it also creates a pretty big move. It's like the beginning of a bull run. I've seen it many times. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart is overbought extremely. Needs to come back to the 21-day moving average. To me, it just makes sense that we will slowly make our way back down to this level. 3-day chart is extremely overbought. If I double click the Stokes, are telling me they're double topped. The MACD says it's a wrap. The only thing we don't have is really a bearish div on the RSI. So we could get one more shootout to about 42,000, and then we would get a bearish div on the RSI, and then, so that's the only thing. And then we have the 21 crossing the 50, which is bullish. All right, and we're well above the 200 SMA. So I get it. We're pinned. Doesn't mean we couldn't get one more crazy move to the upside. So the bigger time frames say we got to get back to that 21-day moving average. But we could be getting pressed for some amazing price action that might just push us even higher. Right now, Bitcoin is inside of an ascending triangle, period. And it's waiting to touch the 21. It has a golden cross, which tells me that even if we get a little bit of a dip, chance we get a massive move to the upside. So I'm watching the smaller time frames, even though I know the weekly and the 3-day are getting extended. I've done this before. I've seen the 4-hour and the daily get extended, but I've traded the 1 minute and the 7. You've done it with me. You've seen this stuff happen. All right? And look at Bitcoin back to 300. I'm telling you, man, boomed right back to the upside. See that? Look at the shoulder, head, right shoulder. And that was even a little mini, kind of a mini one, but there was the divergence pump up. They are messing with the longs and the shorts right now. People are just, they're on edge. I've been in the long for 5 days, just sitting pretty, waiting to get paid. And I'm going to make way more than all the scalps I ever would have made. I'm just going to sit there and wait. And maybe I'll lose the trade. Maybe I'll win. But you know what? It's kind of nice to stick to your guns. For the last 3 weeks, I was opening up a trade every single day for Bitcoin. Every single day. For like a month straight, I opened up a trade every single day. 2, 3 trades, 5 trades. It depended. Now, you know what? I'm just kind of floating on one swing trade. And it feels good, baby. It feels good. Why can't I learn from my failure in trading and just see what is in the charts? It's just about psychological greed and hopium. It'll happen over and over again until you finally control yourself. And there's a chance where you never will. You know? And that's why I tell people it's all about your subconscious mind. It's not about the charts. Now you need to walk into nature. Now you need to change your brain. So you know the charts now. Now it's you. Now it's you. See, what the charts reveal is the flaws within ourselves that we have. That's what the charts reveal. So I'm still in this long. I've told you I've been long on the 8-hour time frame. I long the 8-hour. We're touching the 21-day moving average. I gave this trade. I've talked about the trade. I already gave it live. Do you want me to give it again? But, you know, target 42,000. All right, 42K, baby. Stop loss, where this can be a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, like somewhere even right here. Right at this line at a 281. All right? And you don't even have to be that stingy. It could be even right here, because by the time we break that, we're probably going to fall to the 50-day moving average. If we lose the 21 on the 8-hour time frame here, we're going to drop to the 50. That's what's likely going to happen. But I'm still long, because why not? It hasn't lost the trend line, so if it stays inside the trend, I'm going to stay long. Look at that head and shoulder pattern that broke down on the stochastics. I thought that was interesting. But look, the Bears have had so much time to break us down. We should have dumped down to the 21 here. We went sideways. You know, the 1-hour also went sideways with the 200 SMA getting into price action. I told you, if we can touch the 200 SMA, we're likely going to get a big move to the upside. This also has cup and handle vibes. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Let's take a look here. You got this semicircle, and then we got a bit of a, you know, and again, I know that it's going to sound like I'm tooting my horn, but I am known as one of the most accurate Bitcoin traders in the game. All right. I've been making Bitcoin calls that most people can't see, can't think about. And again, sometimes I'm wrong, but it's very rare. More than likely, what I'm putting out there plays out. See this point of control. We lose the point of control. We lose the 200 SMA. We're going to drop. So the second I see a 1-hour candle close below here, I'd like to see 2 1-hour candles close below the 200 SMA. I'd be looking for the bearish retest on the 15 of the 7 for a move right back down to this area at 31,368. All right. We have FOMC meeting tomorrow. I talked about it already. I told my trading group, but we'll bring it up again, the CME watch tool. All right. And right now we're sitting at current 55 to 550, right? That's where we're going to sit at. There's a 99% chance we do not raise rates. Rates stay absolutely flat. There's a 0.4% chance they do. So they're done. And I believe next year they're going to come out and say they can't raise the rates anymore. They're going to damage the economy to the point of everyone's going to hate on them, and they know that. So they'd rather wait out for inflation to get worse, and then people will yell at them like in a year or 2 from now, and then they'll deal with it. They'd rather the hate come later on than now. They have no choice. They'll never get to 2%. I told you I'm going to run for president on it, and I'm going to tell you that he lied to you the whole time, and that the whole administration of the Federal Reserve was private. They were making money off your back every single time. They wanted our government to get into debt, so they would borrow more money from the Fed. When they did that, we owed more money to a private group of people. Imagine your business being the Fed. You own the Fed. You're a private entity. No, you really own the Fed. Like I run this YouTube channel and I own this YouTube channel? Yes. Do I even own it? You never even know. But the idea is this. The Fed basically prints money, forces us to borrow it, right? By sending people that they know. And basically what happens is someone who's family with the Fed says, I'll become a politician and I'll make sure I keep voting for deficit spending. So we keep getting money from the Fed. So the Fed will then keep, and then the Fed puts a VIG on the money we borrow. And who pays the VIG off? We do. The American people. How? With taxes. You know, we can't even pay the VIG off. You know, the VIG is worth more than the GDP at this point. It really is. So like, you know, when you get a credit card and you're paying off just the interest, dude, our entire country can't even pay the interest off of everything we make. Dude, it's bad news. We are in a bad spot. All right. If you're not getting into Bitcoin or alternative currency, and again, we're not in a worse spot. There's a way out. Bitcoin, gold, silver, alternative currencies. The whole world isn't going down the tubes. The people that are connected to the bad assets will. People holding Mona Lisas. People holding, basically, bars of gold and gemstones from the past. I mean, they're gonna be in the money. You know, people with assets, people that have cash flow and real estate, people that own land, you're gonna be in the money. If you want to farm and you can produce food, you're in the money. You want to be a producer. There's two types of people in this world, makers and takers. You know, are you going to make or are you going to take? Like I'm a maker. Every single day I wake up and I make content. Every single day I wake up and I produce. I make something for somebody else, right? So you guys can enjoy the content and the entertainment. At this point, everyone knows I could take a day off at this point. At this point, everyone knows that I'm successful. At this point, everyone sees that I've made massive trades and I do well. But I don't take a day off because it's not about the money and it's not about the success. It's about the constant grind. It's about staying in the pocket. It's about being in the zone. It's about always striving for more. It's about never letting go. It's about going all the way, baby! And I will go all the way. Every single time. If me and you are going into war, I'm going to carry you out. I'm going to go back in and carry 100 men out. I'm going to put you on my shoulders. I'm going to keep going till everybody eats. Everybody eats on my team. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Can you feel the passion? Can you feel the love? I'm not going to stop. There's no such thing as burnout, baby. Let's go. Next Jacuzzi Live is when I get to relax. And I'm actually chilling in a jacuzzi. That's rare. I don't get jacuzzis. Like 3 times a year I get a Jacuzzi Live. Maybe at the Airbnb I'm at in a couple weeks. But look at the U.S. debt continuing to balloon to $33 trillion. It's out of control. And if you want to go here, you look at the U.S. debt BTC clock. Oh, look, it's this U.S. debt clock. But I saw BTC. Isn't that funny how debt clock and BTC is in the middle? It's kind of an omen, right? Used BTC clock. It's just funny, but U.S. debt clock, right? Anyway, let's break it down. Let's break down what I see happening. So because the 1 hour is getting closer to the 200 SMA, people that don't study their SMAs, they don't understand. They don't understand. Want me to take you back in time? Watch. I'm going to blow your mind right now. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to take you to the S&P. All right? I'm going to take you to the ES1 S&P Mini Futures. All right? Check this out. I'm going to take you to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to show you times where we dumped, where the 1 hour kind of came back into action. All right? When we were in an uptrend, number one. You got to find an uptrend. So look, we're here in a beautiful uptrend. This is what happened to Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumps hard. I'm going to show you right now. Got far away from the 200. All right. So look, if we go back in time to the 1 hour time frame, Bitcoin pumps, gets far away from the 200. All right. I've studied this for years, everyone, on every asset in the world. So when I tell you stuff, you're getting data from years and years of knowledge. And I have a photographic memory. I remember 90% of what I read. I have a hyperactive brain. You get what you pay for. All right? I'm insane. All right? There's a little bit of insanity in everyone who's got that extra spark. I'm telling you. So look, we come up here. We touch the 21, but the 200 is so far away. Usually you would dump down to the 200 SMA. Most likely you're going to do this, and then you're going to fall down to the 200. If you do not do that, if the 200 slowly comes to price action, you're very likely getting a move to the upside. Your favorite YouTuber isn't telling you this because they don't know it. They're telling you about fibs and this and that and all this other nonsense, but they don't know this. This is the key. This is the key. So take a look at the S&P here now. Same thing. We should have dumped down to the 200 SMA, right? But we're in an uptrend. You get a golden cross there. Look at Bitcoin. You got the golden cross way back when. Right there. That was time to load up the 1 hour golden cross. Look at that. Had you just used golden crosses too, like people say, oh, they're latent indicators. But they tell you what's likely going to happen into the future. All right. Why'd you write yes? My wife. Smash the like button. Seb is the man with the plan. Live in light, love, and positivity, and trade at your highest frequency with the lifers. Love is the strongest frequency. We will use love every single day, baby. 800 billion interest payments for now. I know, right? For now. Just for now. I get you, bro. But somehow keep having the moment. You got scared in my... I don't know what he just said. She's asking what you want for lunch. Yeah, it's funny. So here's the deal. I'm going to play now, and I'm going to play the S&P one now. And look, when I'm showing you key information here, like I have a really good way of teaching too on the live. Like you're never going to see this type of stuff on the live. Most people don't even pay for the repay tool. So it did dip. So this dipped down to the 200 SMA. Okay? But you can see once you met it and you held it, you were gone. You were absolutely gone. And if you kind of pause this, it's somewhat like what Bitcoin's doing now. How it's in an ascending triangle, see that, asymmetrical, and it came down to the 200 SMA and got touched. Here's another version of it here. This is a beautiful version of what I'm trying to show you. Sorry. I gotta undo it now again. Just bear with me here. Here's a really good version of it, though. Right here is a really nice version of it. Thought I was already in the tool. Come on. All right. If you're in the tool, you can't go backwards, you know. Or if you do, it'll lose your spot. So right here, look. You're away from the 21. You're supposed to dump down to the 200. But what happens is price just gets bought up, and the 200 slowly creeps into price action. You're gone, baby. I'm telling you right now, like, I've studied this. And again, nothing's guaranteed. We don't know for sure. But this is such a key thing that, and I sat here for years doing this, everyone. I'm telling you, 10,000 hours alone on the moving averages, 10,000 hours on stochastics, 40, 50,000 hours of my life has been put into this. Everyone wants to be the lifer. Everyone wants to be the man. You want to be the man at something? Sit there every single day, isolate yourself, and study something till you're the best at it. Be the best at whatever you do. Put more effort than everybody else does. I was thinking about Tom Brady this morning in the shower. Pause. But I was, man. And I was thinking about why he was so great. And because when he was going to get the job at the Patriots, he said to himself, I'm going to do every single thing I can to win. And either that guy that I'm going against is going to do every single thing in his power to win, or he's not going to beat me. And if you know what the best is, everyone in everyone's heart and soul, you know what the absolute best is. You do. You know what excellence is. You know, you've read about excellence. You know what greatness is. We all know what greatness is. Are you going to be great, or are you going to be halfway? Are you going to be half? You know, I don't want to say it half, you know, ASSD, but, you know, the idea is, are you going to be great, or are you just going to half do it? And for me, there's no in the middle. Either I'm going to be awesome all the way, or I'm just going to sit there and just, you know, And I'm just not going to, you know, it's just not going to be. Another thing that I used to say a lot on the live stream, I haven't said in a while. Your parents and friends don't know how great you are. They love you. They want you to do amazing. Like my mom and dad thought I was, but did they know I was going to make hundreds of $1,000s, you know, a month? You know what I mean? Trading and doing all that things. Like, are they going to, my parents dreamed of me making 100, maybe 200 grand a year, having a happy life. In my mind, I was like, I want to make 10, 20 million a year. I want to fly private jets around the world. Like, I want to do public talks. I want to get paid 50 grand for an hour of my time at a public speaking event. You know what I mean? That's what I dream of. And that's what Tony Robbins gets to do. Grant Cardone, all these big people, that's what they get to do. You build a following and you motivate people. You get to travel the world, man, and meet more people and spread your message. I mean, and so that's, you know, my point is your parents, your friends, your family, they want the best for you. They really do. But they have no idea what your true potential is. Only you do. You and God know in your heart. Even your wife, your sister, your friends, they all believe in you. But you're the one that knows. Like I knew something big was coming for me. I knew I was going to have an amazing life. I knew I wasn't going to live a regular life. But everyone around me was like, oh, you're going to do, you know. And they loved me. They really did. And they cared about me. But they couldn't see the big picture that I saw. So remember, and at the time, you're the only one thinking it. Like at the time, I was the only one be like, I know I'm destined for greatness. And I was like, am I egotistical? You know, am I full of myself? Everyone tells me I should bring my, you know, because no, everyone around you is like, no, like, if your dreams don't make people laugh, they're not big enough. Let me say that again. If your dreams do not make people laugh, they are not big enough. If you say what you're going to do and people laugh at you and think you're ridiculous, I'm going to buy that $30 million mansion overlooking the water next year. And if everyone looks at you and calls you a clown, you're on the right path. Your dreams should make the average people around you laugh because they should just think it's impossible and it's ridiculous. You know, your dreams should make the normal people around you just think it's absurdly ridiculous that you can do that. Think about it. I sat there, I sat at my desk at work one day and I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to have super chats. I'm going to get to 1 million subscribers. And I told people that, and they looked at me like they were like, it doesn't happen to everybody. It only happens to be, you know, I don't know, like what kind of content do you have? Like, you're not really that good. Like, you know, people had so much to say. And I'm telling you right now, but again, I believed in myself. I believe in God. All you need is God, baby. All you need is God. Tony Robbins, I'm not your guru. That's why I'm here with the lifers, making my dreams come true straight up. Jesse Namaso, I love you. And how do you make your dreams come true? Hang out with someone that's making their dreams come true. I am making my dreams come true every single day. I am not taking days off. I am not waiting for someone to hand me a job. I created my own job. You can too. There's so much money out here in the markets. There's so much money out here for creative people. Go after what makes you amazing. Go after what makes you whole. Go after what pushes you to the next limit. You know what I mean? You can do it. Trust me, you can do it. All right? Lifers to the top, baby. The Hulk hangs me out with the life. The Hulk hangs me out with the life. You're funny, man. So I see this cup and handle to the upside for Bitcoin. That's what I see happening. I see the 1 hour resetting this morning. I see the 15-minute coming back down, and I see the 4 hour taking control. And I see a low, I see a high, I see a higher low. We must put in a higher high. Bitcoin has to get back above 34,870 in order to remain bullish. Heck, I'd love it to take out both these wicks. But for now, we'll just take out 34,870. And this key area that I keep bringing up over and over again that they keep playing with, it's funny, but where these two shoulders hit, kind of this M here, see this M pattern? Or it was right shoulder, left shoulder. It was left shoulder, head. It was a complex inverted head and shoulder, right? But resistance, 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 resistance. We keep going below, just to kind of get people, I guess, out of the longs. And my long is way deeper, all right? So, and I showed you my long. It's on the 8 hour time frame. I showed you the trade already. You can go back and pause it. I can show it to you one more time. And I'm the guy that gives live, free Bitcoin calls every single day. I give free Bitcoin trades every single day. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'll never tell you what to buy or sell, and I will not go over your portfolio with you. It's not going to happen. We're not going to rebalance together. I'm not going to have fun looking at... That's not what happens. I don't do that. All right? Shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. We really, really appreciate you. Shout out to BingX. Jump into BingX today. We have a link in the description. BingX is amazing because you can trade the S&P, Forex, and Bitcoin in the same place. You can't do that anywhere else. Shout out to the 771 people on the live. 777s on the live, everybody. 777s on the live. 777s on the live. Let's go, baby! Yes. My energy is at its apogee, actually and factually increasing daily rapidly. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We stay above this point of control. We're going to go to the top of the range. Then we're going to fill out the zone, and then we're just making it a nicer pennant. 2 or 3 more days of sideways action. I'll take it. I will take it. And then if the Fed comes out without a rate hike, come on now. That's bullish. I believe it's already baked in. We already know he's going to come out and go blah, 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 blah. We can blah, blah. We can't raise rates. We're stupid. We told you everything that was wrong for years, and now we don't know what to do. We over-leverage ourselves. A lot of people think, too, they're going to create more pain in the economy than is needed if they continue to raise the rates. I'll tell you right now, they can't raise rates because they have to print money because they raised the debt ceiling. When they print money, they're already creating inflation. If they raise rates on top of that, they're going to make it even worse. They can't do it. They want to look like they want to save face. I'm telling you right now, Jerome Powell will never hit 2% inflation. It's a lie. It's a game he plays until he retires, bows on out, and rides off into the sunset. I'm telling you right now, he will not get inflation to 2%. I've said it for days. I've said it for years. I'm going to run for president on this in 2032, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what was going on. I'm going to tell you how to balance the budget. I'm going to find the frequency that's right for this country. We're going to get things together and in order. I'm telling you right now. We're not going to play these games anymore. We're going to have a country that people believe in and respect around the world. This is America. This is America. All right? Imagine if your CEO of your company was 80 years old and was walking off the stage the wrong way. Imagine that. I would get rid of that CEO immediately. America is a business. We need it to run right. We need the right CEO in charge of this company. Straight up. Straight up. Let's go for the blockchain party, everybody. So when we talk about the CME, when we go over this, when we talk about the Fed tomorrow, you're going to see me sitting there explaining how they can't raise rates to 2%. They are not going to be able to do it. It's not going to happen. So, but remember, price action should go pretty much sideways today. It should just kind of go up and down between these ranges. I wouldn't expect nothing less because before a Fed meeting, we get these kind of, all right? But you got yourself a Sammy Cup and Heady here. 15-minute looks lively for a bump. I like what I'm seeing. They tried to dump the price twice today, 3 times, even last night. Yeah, they got me a little bit of fear peeked into me. But I said, I just shut off my computer and I walked away last night. I said, you know what? I said, the more I watch this price action, the more emotional I'll get. I said, you know what? I'm setting my trade and I'm forgetting it. I'm letting it go, baby. So I like what I'm seeing. I would like this the 50-minute to get back above the 200 SMA. I like the 7 to get back above the 200 SMA. I'd like the 5 to get back above the 200 SMA too as well. All right. We also had this shoulder, kind of head and shoulder that was defied. We didn't get much of a move. And a slight higher low here on the 15-minute time frame. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And this is Bookmap. Link in the description below to Bookmap. We love you. Bookmap's an amazing team. And I'll be live on Bookmap today at 1 o'clock from 1 to 2 p.m. Catch me live. I do an extra live stream today. I'm also live on Sin City Crypto for the Halloween live stream from 2 to 3. So you're going to see me from 10 to 12, from 1 to 2, and from 2 to 3. The hardest working man in crypto, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And I love it. I love every second of it. Let's go, baby. Live stream here, live stream there. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We'll see you from 4 to 9. My wife's like, from 4 to 9, we're booking you. And you're hanging out with the family, going trick-or-treating. So from 4 to 9, I will be incapacitated. But I'll be having so much fun with the kids. Gonna get them ready, go trick-or-treat, and have some fun. My wife's like, I'm booking you. My wife has to book me. She's like, I booked you. You can't leave the family during these times, even if Bitcoin's pumping. The Halloween pump for Bitcoin. And let's talk about the Halloween effect in the stock market. And I have like a bunch of data to back this up too. And team, we should make this, if we haven't already, we should make this a segment. There's a lot of segments we could be pulling out of the charts. I know I said this before, but the Halloween affected trading, and we've gone over it on the stream many times. The Halloween strategy, the Halloween effect, whatever you want to call it. All right. And I'm going to bust out my Dow Jones chart. So this is for Bitcoin. We lose this key level here at 34,087. We're going to drop and test 34,479. All right. And then we might even still be in a bullish rectangle. And that just could be the beginning of a bigger range. Bottom, top, bottom. So I'm still not that bearish unless we break this low at 34,400. However, I'd really like to keep this resistance as support at 34,250. We keep toying it with it, though. I'll tell you that. Love your energy. You and Micro Gaming, MYRIA. We talked about MYRIA. I never jumped in yet. I didn't jump into MYRIA yet. We'll talk about it, though. Thank you for bringing it up. We talked about it about 3 weeks ago when I first heard about it, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It had a massive pump that I missed. I don't really want to chase now, and I have a lot of other bags, but I'll think about it. I keep adding another coin to my... I own like 300 coins, and every week I add another coin. Like, it's insane. By the end of this, I'm going to have 500-600 coins. But again, I mean, I have the money, and I know it's going to go up. What the heck? You know what I mean? Aurora also was high. I put out Aurora in my trading group before it made a 200% gain. I put Aurora out. 5 days later, it's up 200%. And I just put out a little scalp for 20%. I had no idea it was going to rip like that. Aurora was out of control. Absolutely out of control. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. We gave you the weekly. We gave you the daily. We gave you the 3-day. We gave you the 4-hour. We gave you the 1 hour. We talked about the 7. We talked about the 5. Heck, I looked at the 1 minute. I gave you every single thing you need to know for Bitcoin. I talked about the moving averages. I told you levels to watch. And I told you that I'm long. And I even gave you a trade on the 8 hour. There's nothing else I could do for you for Bitcoin at this present moment in time. I did everything I could. And I got my Cadillac tie on. I got my 1950s All-Star. This is my dad's tie, obviously, but I figured it was kind of Halloween-y. Had some Halloween colors. Matches the VRVP a little bit. This is a cool tie, right? I always wanted to be those guys that you see in the street that don't move. I thought that would be cool. How many people thought I was glitching? But then they were like, but the music's still playing. I'm going to be a jokester to the day I die, man. I am never going to grow up. I'm a Crypto RS kid. Hey. I'm George. You're George. We're all George. And you told you could be wrong. Need crypto ties. Love it, bro. Good time to look at Kuji. Took some profits at 0.9, but keeps blasting. Dude, Kuji is hot. And I talked about Kujira. It was a hot coin. It was a hot coin. Mine coins, they done move, right? Sam, where did you meet Sin City Crypto? In Las Vegas. I went out to Vegas to see my accountant. I didn't know they were out there. I didn't even know that they had a studio. I didn't really know much about them. I think I'd seen them a couple times on the live stream here and there, but I wasn't sure who they were really. My Wi-Fi broke in my hotel, and one of my followers messaged me on Twitter and said, "Hey Sam, like, I know Sin City Crypto has a studio. Maybe I could link you guys." And then he linked them up and said, "Hey, this guy Crypto Lifer needs a place to stream." And think about that. I had at the time they had 5,000 subscribers. I had almost 30. So they were like, man, we hooked this guy up. It would be a really good look for us. He could come on our show and maybe help our show, and then we'll help him. And again, I even think they did it just to be nice, you know. But what a smart move, right? If I had 5,000 subs and I see a bigger YouTuber and he needed help, and it was in the same industry as me, so they reached out and they said, hey, why don't you do your live stream with us, and then you could even be on our show. And I was like, are you kidding me? Within an hour, I had met Rob and Dave. They already knew me, right? And they shook my hand, and next thing you know, the rest is history, man. And now we're friends for life. So, that's how we met. It's been an amazing journey. So get out there, you know. I went out to Las Vegas and, to see what would happen, and look what happened. I ended up meeting the coolest two kids in the game, Dave and Rob, man. And God bless Dave and Rob. I spent more time with Rob because Rob goes to the cities when I go. Rob was there with me and hung out in Vegas with Rob, hung out in Austin, Texas with Rob. Hang out in Miami, just... When I go to these cities, Rob hangs out. And me and Rob we get along. We really do. We seem to have a lot of the same, we just get along. We like to do the same things. Everyone wants to go and party. He doesn't drink. I don't really, he does a sip or so. He'll have one beer and walk out. He won't even finish it. So he barely drinks. And we like to eat. We're eaties. He used to, he was a chef. So we go to these big, Anyway, everyone's been super bearish on the S&P. I'm talking about a bounce off of the 618, maybe even a 786 retracement here. Inside this cup and handle to the upside. Everyone is bearish. I'm calling along. I'm calling long on the S&P and the NQ. Everyone else is super bearish. I'm calling longs, baby. And Bitcoin back down below to the 215 area. Just they're playing games today with the price. I'm not stressing it. 7-minute doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that. And it's got an M pattern. And M's break to the downside. 7-minute is likely, as it got rejected by the 200 SMA, to probably dump back down here to about 30,061. I wouldn't be surprised if we did get this dump right now on the 7-minute to the downside. Liver changed my life 2 years ago at the age of 21. Stone One, I love you, brother. He showed me more love than my friends. I've never had to work again, and Sam is the one who helped me get here. Stone One YG, man, we love you. Hey, you were really honest, man. You told us you were a young kid trying to change your life, man, and that's why we don't swear here. That's why we don't push, negative energy, because we know there's so many people out here looking for someone to guide them, looking for someone to help them. And we don't have time for the nonsense. We really don't. We only have time to help people like you get to the next level. And God bless you, Stone One YGM. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate you for being here. Shout out to the 776 people alive, 405 likes, $15 in chat revenue. Happy Halloween to each and every one of you. May you have a blessed day with your family and your kids. Don't let them eat too much candy. Let them have some candy tonight, and then I'm telling you right now, grab that entire bag and throw it in the trash. I'm telling you right now, it has lead and aluminum in it. Almost all of that candy, Hershey's, all of that stuff. It's been sitting on a shelf with preservatives. It'll tear their stomach up. It'll tear their system up. I don't know why we do these horrible things. Like, we should be passing out fruit to the kids. It shouldn't be a time to get them, because they get addicted to this. A lot of kids tonight will be their first night they eat Halloween candy. And a lot of kids are going to get a sweet tooth from it. And a lot of kids are going to start hiding candy in front of their parents' back. They're going to get obese. They're going to lead to diabetes. And it's going to lead to them losing their teeth. I'm dead serious. Halloween is really a detrimental holiday. It's a pagan, detrimental holiday. I'm sorry to say, I hate to be rude, but I'm just being honest. It's like the beginning of how you lure kids in to eating unhealthy. You know what I mean? Horrible. So we let our daughter eat a little bit, maybe, and then the whole bag gets thrown out tomorrow. After the whole bag gets thrown out. Every single bit gets thrown out. We do not allow her to do what the other kids do. And she complains, and but everyone else gets it. And we go, everyone else isn't you. You're not, you're a price. You know, your dad isn't everyone else. Your mom isn't everyone else. We're not everybody else. Like, I was watching Patrick bet David the other day, and he's like, my son comes home from school. He goes to swimming. Then he goes to jiu-jitsu. Then he goes to chess. And he does 3 hours straight, and he does it every day. And he said, Dad, how come all my friends don't have a schedule like this? I have this big schedule. And he goes, because you're a Bet David. And that's how Bet Davids do. Bet Davids aren't everybody else. You know, same thing, man. I don't treat my daughter just because everyone else does it. It's not cool. When I see an overweight couple come in and I see a 6-year-old kid overweight, I find that like child abuse, because that kid should not be overweight. Any kid lower than 10 years old should not be overweight, man. It means the things that you're giving your kid isn't good. You know, and I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent here about health, but health is important, and it starts at the house. It starts at the beginning. I work out every day so my daughter sees me work out. Super important. I drink water and lemon water every day so my daughter sees me drink lemon water. Your kids are going to pick up your healthy habits and your negative habits. Try to be as good as you can. I'm sure I have negative habits. I am not perfect. Trust me, everyone. I can get grumpy. I can be rash. I can be quick with the tongue. I'm not 100% an angel. I'm an Irish guy with a temper every once in a while. I'm not going to come out here and say I'm perfect. But generally, you try to do the best things you can in front of your kids. Over and over again. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Amen. Amen. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. We love you. Thank you for being here. That Tom Brady special interview was gold. Changed my life. Amen. Burke and those Reese's Pieces. Burke, man. Burke's addicted to the Reese's Pieces. My boss voice over there. Hey, over here. I tell you right now, you eating that candy over here and that sugar, I'm going to tell you something. Huh? I'm going to talk to you over here, huh? Hey, stop eating the candy over here, kids, huh? So anyway, there's not much I can say about Bitcoin. 7-minute coming down on that M pattern. That was very likely readable on the technical analysis. There's an M starting to drop. Measured move will take it to 30,068. And they're just toying with, there you go. There it goes. That's a live short that I gave you like a minute ago. There's your measured move. It should come on. I mean, it's an M. Can it make a double bottom? Hold the double bottom. That would be cool. I wouldn't play with price action today. They're gonna purposely try to mess with you. I'm setting my long on my bigger time frame and I'm walking away. I'm not playing this game today. They've been toying with this level, this 34,250 level too much. I'm not playing their game. I know what they're doing. I can feel it. I can smell it. I don't want anything to do with it. All right. So I'm bullish on the S&P, as you can see. I have a cup and handle there ready to rock. I'm bullish on the NQ. I have a cup and handle on that ready to rock too as well. We might come a little lower. We do have a 786 all the way at 12,653. But we got some hidden bullish divergence starting to form. The daily looks lovely. The 3-day chart is absolutely spent, and the 3-day is my go-to, baby. And the 3-day chart has hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up while this swings down. You have hidden bullish on the 3-day, and everyone's telling us that the market's going to dump. These people don't listen to the charts. They listen to their emotions and their hearts and their minds. All these TradFi guys are talking about, we're going to see a massive dump in the NASDAQ. I just don't see it, everybody. I do not see the 3-day chart does not convey that. The charts convey a move to the upside is coming. and it's coming in the next, I don't know, one or one and a half. It says by January or February, the NASDAQ's going to breach this high. And you're going to be at a $17,000 NASDAQ. But need I digress? Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency and break it down. Just lost 800 on the last hour. Yeah, see? Sam, check the Discord for Juice WRLD's recent message. LOL. And let's see, have you ever found crypto you did not know you had? 39% said they did, 61% said they did not. I did today. I'm giving out toothbrushes. Kids probably will not come back next year. Are you really giving out toothbrushes, Crypto Billy? I could see you doing that. Or like apples. You know that one house that always gives apples? And you're like, damn it, I don't want an apple. But it's like, dude, I don't want the consciousness. And I used to sit at my house and give candy, but I go out with my family and no one's at our house, and our house is at the end of the street. We could put a light on and just keep a bucket out there. That's what I could do. I just keep a bucket. You know what I mean? You really give out toothbrushes, bro? Are you serious? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and hand out toothbrushes, bro. Yo, you're the man, dude. See? Only the lifers would do something that insane. We are so anti-establishment. We don't go against the status. We don't go with the status quo. We do amazingly different things. So look at this cup and handle on the total market cap that began to break out here for cryptocurrency. And we're well above the 200 SMA. And to me, it's the same story. We're all about just watching this flag here on the total market cap. Now, look, this one dipped because the 200 SMA is the outlier, but that's okay. That's okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Total market cap also suggesting a beautiful consolidation. If we can just go 3 more days sideways, I'm telling you right now, it's going to reset the 21 on the bigger time frames, even the 22. And oh man, the 1 hour is resetting nicely, holding the bottom of the trend line. And again, I'm open-minded. In the next 1 minute, this could be an M. We could lose this, and then boom, massive dump to the downside. It could happen. That's why I have a stop in place, because you never know. I don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. The probabilities are starting to plan out, though. We had all this time to dump, all this time to dump, all this time to dump. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Looks interesting to me. The total market cap gets up to $1.4 trillion, and we never lost the $1 trillion level. We got to like 970, but we bounced back pretty strong. Gosh, as a kid, I couldn't stand toothbrushes. How about the families that give out cans of soda? That's crazy. In the check, we visit our past family resting places and pay respect. I like deploying in the Air Force. They always had a giant ice-cold bowl of king-size Snickers everywhere. That's so funny, man. Too many parents want to follow traditions they did as kids. Some of them traditions aren't right. Amen. Even Christmas, I didn't get into Christmas, but like the tree in the house, the whole thing is, how many people waste a tree? For what reason? I say we should grow a tree every Christmas, and then we should watch it grow and then keep using the same tree each year. Like, you look at all the trees. They grow them, they chop them down, they create these Christmas tree farms just to throw the trees away. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And look, now they're bouncing the price right back up. So the people that got short easy got snapped back easy. I'm telling you right now, they're going to do this all day long. They're just going to take your money. You're going to long, you're going to short, they're going to snipe you. And if you don't know what you're doing, and if you can't play the 1 second to the 30-second chart, and you don't have complete control over your emotions, and you don't know how to snipe, today's not the day for you. I'm telling you right now, today's the day for a beginner trader to learn. Study your divergences. Do some research on coins. You don't need to buy a chopped tree. There are plenty of farms who sell potted trees you can then replant. Amen. Look at that. You lifers are just amazing people. If we all created our own commune, imagine the consciousness behind us all. Like the other day, when you go to a store and they give you a plastic container and you eat out of it, like who made that up? Because that plastic container goes in a bag, and then what? Someone should have said, no, the first container needs to be biodegradable. Stop right there. The second we let mass production of, individual eatery, like so you could sell one thing, whoever came up with that and thought that was a good idea, someone should have said, dude, what do you mean? Like all that plastic is going to build up over time? It doesn't make any sense. You can't sell this unless it's in some type of biodegradable container. Otherwise, you got to make it fresh and give people a plate. But someone's like, no, we need capitalism. We need to be able to sell. We need to be able to get these burgers out. The burgers need to, I just find it insane Like yesterday I ate, I went somewhere and I got like, a fruit salad and a bowl of plat, and you eat the fruit salad, you're done. Now I throw this out. I think of all the trash I've made in my life. Think of all the trash that all the places I've went. Every time I've grabbed something, every time I grabbed a drink or I grabbed some food and then I finished eating, man, if I could see all the trash I've made in my life, it's probably so big it's insane. Herd mentality. Don't follow the herd. Believe, give, gain, create your own path, the life or way. Amen. All about greed and speed. No stop loss going in raw. Get back to cooking at home. We're a society based off build, waste mentality. You think Unify going to be the highest yield percentage-wise this bull run? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe Holochain. Holochain really is one of the ones that wins. The Invisible Rainbow by Arthur Furstenberg. I want to read that now. And you always give us a book. Every day this guy gives us a book, everyone. Write down the books he gives us. The Invisible Rainbow by Arthur Furstenberg. Sean, can you write that down for me? Can you track all the books that he's been saying? Because I forget to write them down. Sam, 4-hour 50 MA, 1 hour are pretty much the same. Wouldn't this indicate a strong move today? Possibly. Possibly. A strong move what? To the upside or to the downside? Funny, they're spinning right now. Right when you said that, and then the moving averages are spinning when I want to see them. Yeah. But you can just see, look at all the pressure here, and then we came back into it. Really strong point of control here at 34,108. And it's all about 34,250 for me. I just want a daily candle to close above it. Please. That's all I want. All right. So we looked at the total market cap. We looked at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the DXY and find out what's happening with the DXY. Shout out to the 800 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 440 likes. You people are absolutely amazing. And I'm so sorry for the lateness today. I had an issue with my camera. It didn't want to turn over. And then there's a button here called deactivate, and I believe I hit it. Like, I'll show you what I was doing in case you're ever in this. I hit this here, and I think I hit this button when I was going here to pick, and I hit this deactivate button. Next thing you know, I couldn't configure the video. I was done, and I had to I was restarting the camera. I was trying different things. I had to rebuild the actual input, rename it again, and get it back up and running. The old input never worked again. It stayed deactivated. So then I had to actually copy and paste the filters too, because I have a chroma key, and there's a lot of other stuff going on technical wise. But I am the technical engineer of this entire show. I worked in TV for 20 years of my life. I started when I was 19, 20 years old, and I worked in TV, until I was maybe like 18 years. But I worked in television for a long time. My last job, I worked for David Letterman's show on Netflix. My next guest needs no introduction. So I knew about lighting. I knew about green screen. I knew about cameras, all that fun stuff. Anyway, let's take a look at the DXY. Let me shut up about my life. But, every once in a while, I like to say a little bit more than just the charts. You guys can get to know a little bit of who you're meeting, who you're talking to, who you're spending all this time with. Sam Price, baby. It's the Crypto Lifer. All right. Let's take a look here at our support or resistance for the DXY. DXY in this flag. That could be a bullish flag in the long term. Right now, in the 22-hour and the daily, we want to come back down, and so does the 3-day chart. We want to dump easy. And I want to see us come all the way back down to the 200 SMA. Please. Dump down to the 200. Let's call this a day. Let's lose this support here at 106.68, and let's get back down. So right now, look at Bitcoin hugging the support. Bounce, 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 bounce. It is hugging the support. Right now, we have to call it a bullish rectangle, really. And honestly, it is getting oversold. It could flip. So I'm getting mixed signals on the dollar index. Every once in a while, it's about to be bearish, and then it plays games. Right now, we're inside this flag, period. That's what we're doing. It's a bit of a symmetrical triangle, really. And I'd love it to break down. We do not want to see the dollar get back above 106.71, right where it's at. It gets above that. That's a breakup of resistance. And that's going to spell trouble. You would think. There's a chance they're not 100% inversely correlated. But only time will tell. All right. Shout out to ITrust Capital. We love you. ITrust Capital, a great sponsor of the channel. And it's the only place you can basically move your IRA to a different place. ITrust Capital, it's absolutely beautiful. Check them out today. ITrust Capital, hit the link or the QR code. You can get a Roth IRA, which I find absolutely insane. So if you already had an IRA and you believed in it, and then you're like, well, I want crypto in there. And what if you were swing trading crypto? Like, what if you got into SHIB and it went up 5x? You wanted to move it back into Bitcoin, and that bought you, a couple more Bitcoins than you had before, and then you wanted to hold that long-term tax-free. You could do that inside of your ITrust Capital Roth IRA. They're also regulated better than, they have the best legal team. They're awesome. If you want to move, and again, if you want to move your IRA over there, contact your CPA today. I don't think I should be eating gummy stuff, though. I read it's not good for your teeth. That was my daily vitamin. My vitamin D, too, though. And my honey, we got to get back with the honey. The Be Well honey. Every single day. Remember Be Well honey? We're going to bring back the honey, man. We're going to have honey every day on the stream. We're going to do it right. So the DXY, let's watch this consolidation, but there's a chance it does pump. We'll watch this closely. We'll be looking for the bearish retest and a dump to the downside. That's what we want. We don't want this. We'll find out. One of these is going to go up. When it retests, it's going to be trouble for Bitcoin. If this comes down, retest, that's going to be good for Bitcoin. Only time will tell here on the DXY. I'll leave those both there. It's kind of interesting, but we can figure out what's about to happen and what to do when it does happen based on technical analysis. If I didn't draw this pattern, if I didn't know the support of resistance, how the heck would I know what the DXY was about to do? I wouldn't have a clue. I would have no idea. How would I know where the next big measured move is if we do break to the upside? Now I can see we're clearly likely to get to the next resistance at 110 if we do break out. And then I know the next resistance here is 107.39. All this is provided by the technical analysis. Unbelievable. It's amazing. All right. So we gave you the ES1. We gave you the S&P future. I told you I'm long on them both. I didn't give specifics, ideas, but I'm telling you, overall, I'm long. The DXY looks nice to me. Looks okay to me. I'd like to see it break down. I don't want it to look nice. I'd like to see it break down. All right. JUNO did get sold off from that high of 72 all the way back to 49, but what a pump from the $25 area. 25 to 70 did basically a 3X. That's insane. It's insane. 2X, a 200% gain in total. It's just so insane. And look, it gets above the 200 SMA, you're gone. It gets tight, it pumps up to the 200 SMA. These are the things I teach all my students all the time to get you guys ready for things that you wouldn't believe. All right. This bowl looks like, look, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom, but it's like, it's a slanted one. I've been starting to experiment with shapes in ways I never thought possible. And it's opening up my mind and bringing me to kind of new and different ideas. And look at that Bitcoin bouncing right back to 285. So they got everyone scared again to the 100 level and then bounce it right back up. So we covered the CME, the fact that we have CME coming up. Let's break down the news for you, everybody. Thank you for jumping on in. 872 beautiful souls on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And right now, we just bring you a really quick news segment, 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to be fast. I still have other charts to show you. I still have other things I want to give you guys. So please, I'm not done yet. I have an altcoin that I really want to break down, and I have one other thing that I want to talk about as well. So it could be our last chance to get Bitcoin at anywhere above, above basically 30,000. We may never be able to get Bitcoin below 30K, and that's what this thumbnail is about today. The last chance. Could this be the last chance? And I want to explain why this may be the last chance we ever see Bitcoin below 30K again. We may never be able to chance to get it. All right, we may never get a chance. So just pay attention. I'm telling you right now, everyone is telling you it's going to go lower. That's usually when it doesn't. Don't listen to the masses. Listen to the charts. Women lie, men lie. The charts don't lie. All right, facts. That's why I stick to the charts. That's why I trade the charts and nothing else. And I'll be right back with the news. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I do the Crypto Lifer Show, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. We also give you a 3 to 5 minute segment, and we give you what's happening in the news in fintech, crypto, Web3, and more. Let's jump in and find out what's happening right away. Unibot confirms exploit and promises compensation as the token price plunges. Oh, that's so sad. The Telegram trading bot confirmed the exploit shortly after security analysis sounded the alarm earlier today. Unibot, a Telegram-based trading tool, said today that they had been hit by a token approval exploit. Security analysis Pack Shield first sounded the alarm early on October 31st in a post on X claiming that roughly 580,000 worth of the crypto had been affected. Unibot confirmed the exploit shortly after. We experienced a token approval exploit from our new router and have paused our router to contain the issue. Yikes. Still having issues. Any funds lost due to the bug on our new router will be compensated. Your keys and wallets are safe. We will release a detailed response after the investigations conclude. Well, luckily it didn't spread further, But again, when are we just going to finally stop having these crazy issues in crypto? I guess, we're an emerging technology. We're going to have some bumps in the road. It is what it is. Thank God it was only 580,000. A lot of these are like in the millions. Nomic kicks off native Bitcoin bridging to Cosmos with 21 Bitcoin. After months of testing, NBTC brings real Bitcoins into the Cosmos DeFi without wrapping. Matt Bell was one of the staff at Tendermint, all in bits in the early days of 2017 when Cosmos was just taking point between co-founder Jay Quan and Ethan Buchman. One of the earliest jobs as a software engineer was working out how to best accept Bitcoin for the Atom token sale. The June 2017 fundraiser held during the days of a bull market easily hit its hard cap of 17 million in Bitcoin at the time, when it was changing hands for around $2,500. Bell left at the end of 2018 and founded Nomic developer TurboFish with the goal of bridging Bitcoin to the Cosmos directly. After nearly 5 years, Nomic is now locking mainnet Bitcoin and minting NBTC, a IBTC transfer token available for the Cosmos chain. Tendermint, which later rebranded to Ignite and suffered considerable staff turnover, and its role in the ecosystem development diminished. Bell sees some time. Anyway, I could read this whole thing. The point is, you're going to have more access to Bitcoin on Cosmos. It's not going to be a wrapped Bitcoin. It's going to be a natively bridged Bitcoin token. I love Cosmos and Atom. I see it getting bigger and bigger. I'm telling you right now, this is a coin that I always have held for a long term, and I believe it can go up to massive levels. Big things can happen, and I'm still focused on these coins to this day. So Atom is one of a long-term hold of mine, and Cosmos ecosystem, I believe, is going to be really, really big. 10 years from now, it's going to still be here and really, really drive the economy. A lot of things we look at today, Matic, Cosmos, Chainlink, they're going to be around 10 years from now doing massive things for the world, and people don't even realize it yet. Like, these are some of the biggest changes to the human history, these coins. People don't think so, though, but they're going to find out later on. U.S. debt ceiling just continues to grow, too. Something kind of to add to the news. It just gets worse and worse every single day. And, and they just keep voting on the fact for deficit spending. So, and last but not least, from Blockworks, Nomic, I think that's it. And Bitcoin, here we go. Last piece of news here is Avalanche is sunsetting Snowtrace. Big upgrade for developers. Avalanche, a platform claiming to have solved the blockchain trilemma of scalability, security, and decentralization, is retiring Snowtrace, a contact C-chain explorer run by Etherscan, by the end of November. According to the Eamon Gunseer, the founder of Ava Labs, the team developing Avalanche, the new explorer will be developed in-house and boasts more capabilities, potentially enhancing user experience. The C-chain, the A-chain, there was always kind of got some people confused. You had a bridge to the C-chain. It wasn't perfect. I kind of dabbled with it a little bit, and I think it's going to be easier as they develop. I believe Avalanche is going to be huge. Having a bag of AVAX can't hurt you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should find out for yourself and do your own research. But AVAX is going to be a big time coin for sure. And Trader Joe XYZ is the Avalanche kind of exchange. If you believe in Avalanche, Trader Joe is just a shoo-in, a likely pump to the upside as well. And that's the news for you, everyone, today. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get back to brass tacks and talk about the charts. God bless you all for being here. And we lost 800 viewers during that session for whatever reason. It makes me not want to do the news at all. You guys just like talking about the charts. You guys don't like the news, I don't think. Anyway, we had 800 viewers. We dropped down to 719 when I did the news. Charts are funner, right? Charts have more information. Charts are interesting. Let's talk about what's happening in the charts now. And send in your super chats, deep dives, and stuff. Let's have some fun. This is where you take a part of the show and start to put your mix on the show. This is where you tell us what coins to look at. This is where you help us find the best coins in the game. I'm telling you right now, this channel is awesome because all I had to do was show up every day because everyone knew I was going to show up every day. People were there to teach us more, and we were able to find out about new coins all the time. So look, you're finally getting a bottom. That's your first high or low in a long time since you just continued to capitulate to the downside. I could see us bouncing back up to the 200 SMA. Whenever you get these tight moving averages, you pump to the 200 SMA. It may take its time, but Luna tells me that eventually it's going to make a move back to the 200 SMA. Kind of look at it like this and see how that it's starting to, put itself in a bit of a channel. Come back down one more time, keep that higher low, and then boom, this thing will bounce right back up to that 200 SMA in my humble opinion. So very likely you're going to get a move. You also have a big gap of the VRVP, and if you stay above the point of control, I don't see why you can't get up to 66 cents. So I see 44 to 66 coming, maybe even a spillover. There's a measured move is a little higher there. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this made that move. Yes, the SRSI is high. The stochastic's a little high. I get it. And it may have to come back down, and it might go sideways for 2-3 days before it happens. But this tells me within the next 10 to 2 weeks at the most, we should get a quick spike up to the 200 SMA. If not, we go more sideways and the 200 comes all the way into price and nothing happens. But I feel like it's low risk because it's so close to the bottom. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. But, you know, it looks like Luna's, you know, due for 44% not too long from now on Luna. Let's continue here on the Super Chats. Let's take a look at MYRIA. MYRIA USDT. On Mexi KuCoin as well. And wow, we talked about this thing before it got lit, and then it just got, I guess I was looking at it here, and I was like, it's already pumped, and then it just continued to pump. Kind of sad, because I did like this coin, and I wanted a piece of it. And we were looking at it down here when it was 001, and now it's 004. It did basically a 4x, 279% gains, because it was a little over 1. It was like 1 3/10 of a cent. 1 300ths of a cent. It was 1/10 of a cent and 300ths of a cent. I mean, but this thing did serious damage since we first put it out. We talked about it. We went over it. Then I even made this little flag, and they continued to the upside. Then it even made this flag. Bang, tight moving averages, right? High volume node right there. You got above it. Boom, you go to the value area highs. We talk about this all the time. Does this thing continue? That's the thing. It's a little extended at this point, right? And I'm a little pissed I didn't get in on this. You know, I knew it was going to pop. But again, I make so many gains. Like, this week I made so much gains on so many coins, it's absurd. Like, I was just throwing darts at all coins and I couldn't lose. Like, and I'm trying to tell people, like, hey, guys, like, the alts are moving. Like, it's not that hard to make money on altcoins right now. But again, I can't tell people what to do. I can just show you how I do it. But money was pouring in on altcoins for the last 3 weeks. And all we need is Bitcoin now to go sideways. Oh, altcoins love when Bitcoin goes sideways. And Bitcoin's stuck in a range. It's a good thing for Bitcoin. And we're going to look at Bitcoin dominance, see if we can get a little pullback on the dominance, which could help us push to the upside. Oh, Lifer, love how Sam uses moving averages as a big part of his game. Was just poking around the learning archive of the Discord, and I noticed we are missing a moving average tutorial. Yes and no. Pretty sure they're in there. You know what I mean? But I could because of liquidity, please. Love you, Sam. Sending good vibes. You kill it daily. I'm here for the charts, motivation news, and everything else in between. I usually get put off by the news also. Interesting. He said it. All right. Can you do CAS? Thank you. We'll take a look at CASPA. What happens with altcoins? They're all dumping? No. Why would they all be dumping? Why would YouTube act like this? Live is lagging for me. Really? And gains for a living by after hours investing. And sorry I didn't get to your blue cat thing yesterday. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that on purpose. I kept thinking about it and then I forgot. I am, some people don't realize I'm actually a human being. You know, and you didn't complain, but every once in a while someone will be like, he never did my super chat. It's like, maybe I actually forgot. Like, you know, it's very rare though. We have a team to keep me from forgetting. No sweat, brother. I know what happens. Super chats, Halloween, Mexi, TIA, CASPA, and GFAL. All love, just a little meme coin. Thank you for the love. So yeah, I mean, to me, this is getting extended. And I said it looks like it needs to pull back a little bit. But again, you never know. With the hype on these little coins, they just get crazy. If Bitcoin rips, this thing will continue to rip. I'd look for it to make some type of flag here. I'd pull a mini fib. See if I can get a 786, 618 retracement somewhere here. But this thing just, wow. I mean, it got lit. It was hugely high, came all the way down. And when we started talking about it on my stream, I'm telling you, man, you're going to find out about so many coins on my live stream. We went over MYRIA many times, though. Like 4 or 5 times now in the last 3 weeks. Back and forth. Okay. She wanted all these in her hair. Yo, she's so cute, man. I love my family. If anyone leaves the stream because they watch 3 minutes of interesting things in crypto, they aren't going to make it. MNDE is ripping. Moaned. Isn't that Mond? Marinade, huh? Wow. You weren't kidding. I mean, that's a rippy. Marinade. United States dollar. MNDE. You know, it's funny. Coinbase has a lot of interesting coins. It's funny. There's movement out here, everyone. You just got to pay attention. You got to believe there's opportunity. Then you have to put your mindset that you're going to find it. Be determined that you're going to find it. And then go after it till you get it. Smooth Love Potion just keeps pumping. Like, a lot of these little coins from back in the day are just making serious gains. Pretty crazy. Join the 99 and be fine. I mean, you join the 99, you would have seen so much action. Oh, VIOT, this is another coin that I own. VIOT, right? Ripping on KuCoin. A lot of the AI coins are coming back up. Look, I've had VIOT in this cup and handle since like June. It's like waiting for AI to come back, you know? Only a matter of time, though. I see this thing ripping. And, you know, to me, I've been, you know, I bought some of my AI coins a little early. I'll be honest. You know, I took a hit on some of the earlier ones. I bought some really low cap gems, but I still believe the ones I bought were great, and I'm adding to the bags now. So, VELO, USD, please. God bless. Thank you so much. Shout out to Highly Trained for the 199, and shout out to everyone that gives on the stream. We really appreciate $29.74 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to everyone here that likes to learn and gain knowledge, man. That's the type of people I want to be around. So, God bless you all. Thank you so much. You know, I went after what I loved, and then I get to hang out with the type of people that I love, which is like unbelievable. So not only do I live a life that I find successful and really, really rewarding, but I also get to do it with the people that have the right frequency and the right vibe. And that, to me, that's just absolutely amazing. So if you look at this, it made a nice flag. That flag broke to the upside. Could have traded that flag clear as day, no matter what it was. Low stochastics, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, and above a high volume node. Bang. That's what I talk about. I mean, you could trade anything. I don't care how small or big it is. You just got to get to the smaller time frame, like the 1 minute. I see this kind of sitting in the range, and it may even dump to the downside. I'd stay away from this coin. I wouldn't touch it. You do whatever makes you happy. You know, maybe it makes a beautiful cup and handle here. If it makes a cup and handle, pull your Fibonacci. Comes down to the 618, bounces off that point of control. Could have a nice bigger move to the upside. But only I'll give you the arc this time. But only time will tell. All right? Only time will tell. I wouldn't touch it, but that's me, you know. I do, you know. TIA, someone asked about on BitMEX. I don't know what this is. Took a nice pump up, came back down. I have no idea what this is. I think I'm going to move on. TIA? Maybe I go to CoinMarketCap. See what I can find. You never know. I never say no to knowledge because it could be the one. Oh, it's Celestia. Oh, yeah, this thing just came out of nowhere and had a nice pump, right? It's on KuCoin and it's on Mexi. Let's see. Why couldn't I find it? Must be so new that like the tickers aren't going for it yet. So you have to go to actually Mexi and find it. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on in and trade where we trade, Mexi is the place to be. All right? I'm telling you right now, it has 0 spot maker and taker fees. You're not going to get that anywhere else. It's just absolutely absurd. Also, join my trading group at CryptoLifer.com. I mean, why not? It's a great place to go. CryptoLifer.com. We work so hard on the website to produce a visually stunning and in a well back-end working website. I mean, that connects to APIs and does all sorts of awesome stuff. You got to love it. So I appreciate everyone that made the work because we have an advanced system here, and I really appreciate it. And we removed the middleman really, really fast. We realized that Patreon was really not your friend. They look like they were your friend, but they're not your friend. TIA is airdrop to Cosmos Coin. Really? Is airdrop Cosmo Coin? Really? That's interesting. Wow. That's a pretty big deal. If you got an airdrop. After Celestia announced the mainnet's expected launch on October 31st and it's listed on multiple major exchanges, the OTC price of TCA token surged significantly. Wow. Everyone crypto glued to the TI token launch on Binance. I mean, we read about it yesterday, remember? Celestia, we went over the news. It was going to be coming as $1 billion market cap. But let me go to Mexi.com and see what it looks like just on the charts alone. And look, lowest fees. I mean, you will not, 0%, you pay no fees. You only pay 0.1% taker fee. It's insane. It's absolutely absurd. You wouldn't believe it. So, but if I go here to spot trading, markets, spot trading, and I'm going to type in TIA, we're going to be able to take a look at the chart here. That's what you have to do sometimes. You got to work it. And it's a brand new coin, and I get it. There it is right there. Maybe did it not launch yet, or is it about to launch? Or we probably have to look at it on like a 5-minute time frame. So there it is in the chart. I can't seem to get the chart to come low. I don't know why. Or maybe, oh, there we go. So it came out at $1, went all the way up to $3. Now it's going sideways. All right. Funny, one of these did rip though. And actually, it's a really good coin on a really good exchange. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it rips. Now, Sammy, take a really risky shot. Now, if I put in what I'm only willing to lose on something like this. But it does look like it could moon. It's on the 1 minute. We got nothing else. I mean, this is, I'll be honest, this is gambling. You know what I mean? At this point, right? Or it's speculative investing at its best, right? Brand new coin you don't know anything about. Could go all the way to zero. You'd never know. I like that it's attached to Cosmos and that it's a big deal. I wouldn't be surprised if it made a bit of a move. You know what I mean? I'll throw $500 in it and see what happens. All right? I'll throw caution to the wind. All right? But don't do what I'm doing, please. And I'll overpay for it too, so I don't have to wait. And I could get slammed. Watch me lose 500 real fast. I can afford this 500 to lose 100%. I'll be okay. Don't put in what you're not willing to lose, and don't do anything that I do just because you see me do it. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Slowly getting filled. Only 19% got filled. Couldn't even get the fill. Right? Hard to get the order filled. 35%. Probably won't even get my whole 500 in there. It always hits me funny when people say Bitcoin is dumping while it's staying in the range and only a hundo one way or the other. Yeah, it's so funny. It's the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. It's dumping again at 237. It's been there for days. Like this has been, it's been dumping for days. Look, it's been dumping for days. Ah! Bitcoin's been dumping. It's going to the, it's going all the way down to the dumps. It's going all the way down to the tube. It's going all the way down the tubes over here. Oh, I actually got my whole order filled. That's rare. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. It hits me funny. Yeah. Why are alts down? What? Alts aren't down, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't answer a question that doesn't exist. B-Rise has a car. Really? What do you mean B-Rise has a car? What do you mean? What are you saying there? That's interesting. B-Rise has a car? Really? And here I pinned join the trading group, join MEXC, and join my, dude, you gotta have my Lifer newsletter. Every single Monday, you're gonna get an amazing newsletter. Key insights by the Crypto Lifer, man. It'll blow your mind. I'm telling you right now, this is it's just unbelievable. And it also creates a database so I can get to you no matter what. If I do a live stream on some other media site or somewhere else, you'll have access to that. So make sure you sign up to the newsletter, because really it's a way to get, to get your email so we can stay connected. But I'm going to give you value for doing that. Like, if you're going to give me your email, I'm going to make sure you get an amazing newsletter every single week, touching on the ideas, topics, and things that we talked about, extrapolating key points from the live streams throughout the week, and kind of giving you a nice picture-perfect idea right in front of you every single week. Check out that newsletter. It'll blow your mind. Not much else to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to go sideways for most of the day because of tomorrow is Fed Day. That's just how it is. You want to break it down now, you got a symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin. Just watch this sideways price action. You break up, you break down. You break up, you come back down and test this, you break up. All right, so this is it. Watch the 1 minute. It's going to go tighter and tighter till it makes a decision. Simple. Patterns tell you what's going to happen, period. All right, without a lot of fumbling and mumbling around. All right. Let's get back into the chat and see what's happening in the super chats. 11:53. The stream just absolutely flew by today. And don't worry, though. I'll be back for Bookmap between 1 to 2. All right. And I'll just look at the fan funding. Sometimes it's easier for me to do than look for what people are saying. So we got Loop. We got GFT. We got VELO. We got GFAL again. We got Loop. And I looked at Loop last night. It's funny you said that. TA on MEXC, please, deep dive. And, yeah, I mean, let's look at the deep dive of Celestial, too. Like, what is it? Usually gives you a brief description of what it is. It's a first module blockchain network that enables anyone to easily deploy their own blockchain with minimal overhead. Celestial scales by rethinking blockchain architecture from the ground up. It's a minimal blockchain that decouples execution from consensus by introducing a new primitive data availability. Sampling. Since Celestia does not impose any execution or settlement constraints, developers are free to define their own execution and settlement environments. This unlocks new unrealized possibilities for builders and developers. I mean, this is new, this is hot, and it's on Atom, man. I love it. I'm all about it. I think it's awesome. Phantom Starter, everyone's eyes on the crypto glued to TIA token launch. So here, you also knew about a new token launch. Look, we're already up. 219, baby. Like, we're already up, right? Oh, no, it didn't move here. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does take off. Even the TA suggested we could get a pop to the upside. There's a cup with a handle. Savvy, cup and hattie to the upside. You want to say it, babe? Come on.
No.
Just say it.
No.
Just come say Sammy, cup and handy. Like, you won't? You're not about the brand? You're not about that life. You're not about that life. You're not a lifer. You're not about that life. You don't have to be here. I can make it so they don't see you.
Okay.
I'll put this in front of your face.
What do you want me to say?
Just say Sammy cup and handy. Or no, what were we gonna say?
Sammy cup and handy.
Wasn't there something else though? Was that it? I forgot now. I've memory loss. What is she supposed to say? She was supposed to say Sammy cup and handy to the upside. All right. Another new coin that you found here on the channel. I'm telling you right now, you're going to learn about how to trade cryptocurrency. You're going to learn about divergences. You're going to learn about moving averages. You're going to learn about support or resistance, shapes, ideas. You're going to hear different ideas that you've never heard before. You're going to look at predictions on bigger macro scales, on the S&P, the DXY. You're going to find out about the newest altcoins. You're going to watch me trade live on the 1 minute. You're going to learn about leverage trading. You're going to learn about how to stay safe. You're going to learn about proper risk management. You're going to learn about how to keep yourself a hardware wallet. I mean, dude, we cover all the bases here on this channel. We even cover DeFi. I have a DeFi class. You used to see me mine. I mine. I know what's going on. I like the chains. I get into the trading. I get into the DeFi. I get into the farming. I was a yield farmer. I was going hard. All right. So you're going to learn so much here on the channel if you stick with us and the Crypto Lifers. We dedicated our life to cryptocurrency. So that's TIA. We got that. And then he said, can we look at Caspa? Let's take a look at Caspa here on the channel. All right. Back to 4.9. That's no good. All right. And this mouse, when it falls, this mouse is like a defective mouse. Every once in a while, the wheel like acts fun. I can't explain it. Anyway. So look at the 4-day chart, which I don't normally look at. Kind of indecisive. It's got some bearish divergence forming now, which means Caspa, you know, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. What if Caspa comes all the way down to 2 cents? What if Bitcoin makes a massive pullback and Caspa dumps? Are you ready for that? Could you handle that? Are you open-minded? You don't have cash to the sidelines for the next dump. So look, we had a shoulder, head, right shoulder there, and it could end up forming a complex right shoulder. That could fill out. And we even had it in this little flag here, you can see, which is, it can dump. These can dump as much as they pump. They're 50-50 patterns. And you have the 200 hanging out right here on the daily. You want to see that it looks like we're going to be coming back down to the bottom of the channel, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
Just want to shrink this buy zone, you know. So to me, daily wants to reset back down. Might take 4 or 5 days. We might end up back here. If we lose this, we'll bearishly retest. We will test the double bottom at 4. If we lose that, we'll drop to the 200 SMA and to this next support zone at 32517. See, if you don't use moving averages and just support or resistance, one day you'll get a dump and price will bounce right off the 200 and you won't understand why. You'll just think it's in the middle of the air just bouncing and you'll be like, why? But if you knew your moving averages, then you would be able to see what was happening and it would make sense. All right? It would make sense. Okay? Tight moving averages here suggest also there's a chance that we're making a flag this big here. So I'm open-minded to the fact that this could be the flag. See? I kind of had it drawn inside. This one right here, see? I'll get rid of all these lines. A lot of lines confuse you. But so, you know, what the bulls want is this to stay inside of a symmetrical flag here and then pump. But the daily does suggest that we come on down. All right? It does. So watch out for Caspa to touch. Let me get rid of this for now. One pattern is needed. Well, this flag and then the bigger rising wedge. And remember, the rising wedge could dump on you. It could. It very well could. There's some bearish divvy on the daily as this swings up and that swings down. It's not the best sign. We want to consolidate and see that we never lose 4-1. That would be key. All right. Caspa comes back down. I'm buying 20 grand of it. I'm buying a boatload of it down there. So we'll see. 4-hour also is overbought, oversold, and suggests that we may stay flat inside this pattern. So anything is possible. Stay open-minded. The daily doesn't look amazing. The 4-hour says it wants to go sideways or, fill out the flag. So we'll watch this. I'd love to get Casper comes down to the bottom here at 4.5. If it loses that, I'll keep you guys privy. But I would watch this flag on the 4-hour. There's a chance it stays sideways and then pumps and breaks into a new all-time high too as well. So I got some indecision stuff for Caspa. But in the long term, it's gonna be a great coin. And if it ever dips, I'm just buying more. So let's take a look at GFAL, games for a living. What do you think of games for a living, babe? Would you buy that?
Let me look at the chart, the 1 hour.
The 1 hour?
Yeah.
Really? The 1 hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe the 4 hour.
I mean, I gave this coin last night and it boomed up 17%. Just got sold off in the last 4 hours, down maybe even in the last hour. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it pumped up last night. It did great for a beautiful gain of 17%. There's another call that I put out to the trading group for GFAL. And it looked really nice on the 8-hour, like it was going to make a massive move. Weird that it got pulled back so fast. It is into price discovery, and there's some bearish divvy that formed, though. So you have to remember, the bots pick up on the bearish divergence immediately. So GFAL, does it pull back? Does it go sideways? What happens? First of all, let me put out this to Sean. So, Sean, that's a call right there that got nailed. And it was a smaller cap gem. If someone was heavily in there and they took a lot of profits, they'd sell them. So if someone got in here with too much and sold it off, they would sell the price off because the moving out, it's a smaller coin. This is something I DCA and I hold long term. I made a video of the top 5 coins, top 5 gaming coins to 5 million. I believe that will come out today or tomorrow. That does have GFAL in it. You'll take a look at kind of what I talk about, what I go over, who made it, why I'm into it, what's happening, and kind of the inside data on GFAL. All right. So GFAL hit for 17% last night. Into the morning, too. You know what I mean? You can add that to the list, Shano. All right, now it comes back. It's retesting this top trend line. What I do now is I delete all my old work. Now that I have that documented, I go to the daily 3-day chart. And really, I want to take it in. I want to see what's happening. I want to talk about it in my head. So it came out. It had a previous resistance where it bounced nicely, right? Had hidden bullish divergence in a way, continued. And now this is your next support zone. So you're expecting it to come down and test. This would be very healthy. A healthy retracement and then a continuation. What we'd like to see is some hidden bullish with this. And a Fibonacci to like a 618. So like we come down to the 786-618 golden pocket area. Beautiful. We make a hidden bullish. Beautiful. And we continue up to the upside into price discovery. At this point, we would have to worry. We don't have to worry. We don't worry. It doesn't exist because fear doesn't exist. But we would have to be concerned and pay attention to the fact that we could make an M pattern here and break down. But anything is possible. Right now, I see a pullback on the 3-day chart. It's too far away from the 21-day moving average. However, price action has been interesting. And, when I look at it here, we're in a flag. And because of how new this coin is and how crazy it is, I would also be open-minded to the fact that this flag could still break out and give us some gains. So I'm holding GFAL and only buying on dips. It's not something I would take profits on because I want to hold it for 2-3 years. I really want to 100x this. You cannot 100x taking quick profits. Most people would never 100x or 50x because once they're up 5, 10x, they're going to sell. I've done it, and it takes an insane person. You really have to not care about money at all to 100x. You have to not give a damn. The second you care about money too much, you'll take the money off the table because you'll be too greedy. To 100x, you have to be so free. You have to just be like, you know what? It's coming to me. I live in abundance, and I don't worry about money at all. And I'm going to get my 100x. It's going to come my way. Like, I'm telling you, there's a mentality to 100x. Most people will never do it because they don't have the mentality to get there. They just won't get it. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest. I'm insane. I've lost it all. My life, I fell through a glass door bleeding. I thought my life was over. You know, a couple times my life was taken from me. I figured I wasn't going to get it back. And now I'm living on like a second chance. So me losing money doesn't mean anything to me because I already lost my life, you know. I mean, I didn't. I'm still here, but I got dang close. I was bleeding out this main artery all over the place. I went through a glass door when I was 27 years old, maybe 25, 26. I grabbed the thing, I'm going to die, kicked in the screen door to the emergency room, kicked in the swinging doors, blood of dropping on the floor. They threw me into triage. Whenever I have a bad day, I just grab this and rub on it. And no day will be as bad as that day. No day will be as bad as that day, man. I'm telling you. Look at Bitcoin back at 34,300. They're toying with you now. They're playing with you at this point. And they're watching my live stream, which I keep saying, hey, watch out. So look, I looked at VELO. We got stopped out. You could say maybe it didn't get stopped out, and it actually is in the money. You could say we got really close to getting stopped out, but we didn't. Did it ever hit the stop loss? Look. It didn't hit the stop loss. Insane. This trade technically is in the money, but I won't take credit for it. That's insane, right? Now, let's take a look at VELO. And I'm pretty sure I'm doing the right. Yeah, he wrote VELO. So VELO, I actually like VELO as a project. Is it, you know, I believe it could do damage. And it's really just in this, look at, there's the Adam and Eve rounded bottom, but it's in a beautiful rounded bottom. Likely that was your bottom. Very likely that was your bottom. And you're already up at 2.6. Now, I'm not in love with the chart. And I don't mean to be on the 333-minute time frame. That's my secret time frame. What you're looking for is you're looking for the daily to get above and flip the 200 SMA. If it flips the 200 SMA, it has legs, right? You got a resistance coming for you at 3317. But you kind of have a cup here. You have a higher low. You got to put in a higher high. And the stochastics could be flipping there for some gains. Let's look at our 4-hour. So watch the 4-hour in this flag. I would pull a mini fib just like I said before. See, I do the same things over and over again, everybody. Over and over again. The same things over and over again. Pull my fib. Wait for the fib to get to the 786. Golden pocket. Wait for price action to touch the 21-day moving average. Wait for the stochastics to reset. And then we may have ourselves a bit of a scalp here for VELO. Further to the upside. And then I'm saying, well, how do you do this? If you're going to stare at it, I put a vertical line. I right-click. I add my alert. I found out why my alerts weren't working. I had webhook attached, and without webhook, you need two-factor, and so it wouldn't make it without, you know. So make sure, because look, when I hit right-click and I hit set alert, I'll do it again. You hit right-click, you hit add alert, notifications. I had webhook URL clicked, and that's why I was having errors. I figured it out last night, and now all my alerts are fine again. All right. Let's take a look at GFT and Loop. GFT. Gifto, baby. And I was trading this coin on and off. I almost was like, what? So look at, I like GFT. Look at it. I put it in this cup and handle. It blasted for 30% gains. Came back down, holding the channel. I'll delete it all again and we'll start fresh just so you can see my mindset behind the idea. Look at the shoulder, the head and the right shoulder. Broke out, comes down to retest. This is a beautiful trend line that it's holding. And so, yes, symmetrical triangle. You know, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, low, high, higher, low. Beautiful uptrend. Oversold. You're looking for some hidden bullish. You kind of have it. As that swings up while that swings down, tells you we should get a bounce in the trend. Yeah, you technically had a falling wedge that you fell right out of. You know. You can put in a broadening falling wedge on the 4-hour time frame, oversold. I expect to bounce back to the top of the channel at least. If it gets this bounce and gets tight, then you know you're in for, you know, if it loses this, then you know you wait for it to touch the other lows and we look for another pattern. But that's why I put an alert here too, so I wouldn't touch this till it hits the alert. If it hits the alert, it tells me it's worth playing. That's why alert, you can put alerts in sections where if price action gets there, it's already defied the bearishness and now it's more bullish. So what I do is I scan charts, and I look for these areas that are going to give me that movement. And then I add my alert. When my alert hits, then I know I have a high probability of winning the trade. I've already put in the work. You know, I like a trader. He said, trading shouldn't be difficult. Preparation should be the hard part. Like, the trading should be the easy part. When you press the buy and sell button, it should be simple. You should have already done all the thought process beforehand, right? So I do see this bouncing back to the top of the channel. However, I wouldn't take that. It's high risk. I'd wait for it to kind of consolidate in here. If it flips that 200 SMA on the 4-hour, it's also gone. The safest bet is wait for the breakout and the retest of this area. When it gets above the 200 SMA, you could have a massive move to the upside for this thing. And remember, the last time we played it, it had a massive move. Then it came back down for some consolidation. And I see it getting all the way to the target. And if it gets above this high volume node in this area here, it's going to rip to the volume area highs. That's just what's going to happen. 26647 is the target for GFAL. And it's a hot project. And it has a use case, and I've been researching it for years on and off. I don't hold it long-term just because I have too many long-term holds, but definitely something I'll be swinging on and off. GFAL looks interesting to me. I got an alert set on GFAL. All right? Set alerts on GFAL. Now, when I post this to the trading group and I say set alerts on GFAL, it doesn't mean I think it's guaranteed to pump. So if next week you're like, oh, he gave me GFAL and it didn't play out, well, I told you how to watch it in case it played out. All right? Now, there are some things where I'm like, this is very close to breaking out, and I'm like, but this is something we're going to watch. I'm going to say set alerts. If you don't know how to set alerts and you keep staying in my trading group and you think that's cool, that's a horrible thing. If you watch me say set alerts, and for weeks now you've watched me say it, and you haven't decided how to set alerts, you can even search how to set alerts, and I have a video on how to set alerts and why we set alerts the way we do. I like loop in this beautiful cup and handle. I really do. And this thing looks like it can do damage. Damage, baby. Damage cheese. So this thing is gearing up for a move. Had the golden cross, tight moving averages. Let's take a look at our daily and our 3-day. Daily's a little high for me. 3-day's a little high for me too. So if it pumps, we're going to have to kind of, hope that the 4-hour takes care of us. A little overbought on the bigger time frames, which is, gives it high risk. Doesn't mean we still can't get the pump. Doesn't mean we can't get the fun. But we have to be a little wary of this one. All right. But I like what I'm seeing on the 4-hour time frame for loop, and I wouldn't be surprised if it pumped. I'll put an alert right here too. When it crosses that alert, it'll keep me privy to what's happening for loop. And I think we got through all of the super chats there, all the way to 12:10. And I was 10 minutes late, everyone, so I had to go 10 minutes further in. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And let me like this. Luna, please, happy Halloween. We'll take a look at Luna. And let's take a look at what happened at TIA. It dumped. Oh, no. Yeah, it dumped at 213. It stayed flat here on the site. It didn't go. It dumped and then came right back up. So I'm still flat on my money right now. All right. Funny, ShopX is an oldie but goodie used to come out. A rare E-game. And there's my favorites. Joystream, GFAL, MX Token, Casper Baby, and Caspa Baby. All right. Casper and Caspa, not to be confused, which they are many, many times. Shout out to the 670 people on the live, 547 likes, $33 in chat revenue. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now before I jump on out of here. So Bitcoin, we talked about it. On the 1-hour time frame, it's in a cup and handle. It's coming down to the oversold region. We just don't want to lose this trend line. If we can come down and reset on the Stokes and not lose the trend line, we are bullish. If we can come and kiss the 200 SMA, this yellow line, and not lose the trend line, we are also bullish. All right? So this is what I see on the 1-hour time frame. A bounce back to the top of the channel, and then I want to see us kind of consolidate inside the end of this triangle to get ready for a massive move. If I see that, there's going to be more likelihood of a move. If we get to what's going to happen now in the next hour or two, I'd be looking at the 1 hour, which is in a symmetrical triangle, and it has a 50-50 pattern. It can go up or down either way. It pumps up to 34.5, or it could pump down to 34,000, even 15. What do I see happening? Well, I wouldn't play it either way. It's going to get tighter with the channel in the next hour, and then Bitcoin literally in the next hour and a half is going to decide whether it's going to make a move up or down. If it stays above the point of control and gets a pump, retest is really more likely. I see more bullishness and bearishness based off kind of how hard we fought off the lows today and how we have 4 multiple higher lows in a row. But again, we're going to get tight in the angle and find out it's a 50-50 pattern. I'm already in a long that I explained on the 8-hour time frame that I showed in the live stream. And that's your Bitcoin update in case you just wanted to get, last minute idea here before I jumped on out of the live. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Jamie, thank you for being an exclusive lifer. Finally started to learn my divs. Thank you, Sam. You got to learn your divergences. They're going to change your life. Shout out to Barry UFC. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for that super chat. And let's take a look at the live chat. Shout out to everyone that helps this. And have you ever found crypto you did not know you had? Only 39% have been that lucky. All right, and we're going to end that poll. Thank you to all the people that definitely jumped in. Please join the trading group at cryptolifer.com. Don't be afraid to jump into MEXC. All right? I don't keep all my funds on a centralized exchange. I want to make that clear. All right? If I'm worth 500 grand, I'm only keeping 50 grand on a centralized exchange, like 10%, maybe even, less than that on my, 20%, but no more. And again, you do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do, but you got to get a hardware wallet. You got to keep your funds safe and secure in your own hands. All right? Don't trust the CEXs, CEXs, the centralized exchanges, please. I love Mexi. I like trading there, but always protect yourself. You never know. All right? I just want to make that clear. We like to trade on it. We like to accumulate, but those coins go back to a hardware wallet when we're done. Loop is in a beautiful cup and handle, and there seems to be more. I'll be scanning the market. So will my elite traders, and we'll have more for you in the trading group throughout the day. Stay tuned. Tuesday is one of my favorite days to trade. Tuesday, Wednesday, the money flows. So stay situated, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be back at 1 p.m. to go over what's happening for Bitcoin. By then, we're going to see what's happening to that symmetrical triangle. We might get ourselves a move. So Bookmap looks interesting. We actually might get some volatility on this Tuesday on Bookmap. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Gratitude is the attitude in which I preach every single day. I will go to bed grateful tonight and so thankful for each and every one of you and everyone that came to the live stream. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay amazing, stay rich, baby. I'll see you back at the next live stream. God bless you all. Thank you so much, and have a great Halloween with your family and your kids. Enjoy it. Don't be a crab if you're a dad and you come home from work. Don't be a mom if you're in a bad mood. Be happy. Smile with your kids. Realize that these years go by so fast. And I can still remember my years with my parents, and they're gone like the wind. You know, and my dad's now gone. I don't even get to see my dad anymore. I love you all. I basically went to cry about my dad, and my wife said, "Let's go." Like, heartless woman up there. Heartless woman. Like she would take my heart out and step on it. You know what I mean? Now she wouldn't. That's not true. But she didn't hear what I was saying. I was sentimental about my father. She's telling me to let go. Let's go. Like, anyway. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you for everything you've done for me, for my community, and let's continue to push forward every single day, and I'll continue to find the gains. I love you. Stay blessed. God is great, everybody. God is great. I know I'm still live, you fools. I love you all, man. You're the best. Don't mess with me, guys. Shout out to Shane Stein. We love you, man. I knew you were going to come back, man. We love you, bro. You can't get this love anywhere else, man.